Good morning. Welcome to Change Pace Poetry number 50. I'm Leland Jamieson. I'll read 3 short poems this morning from my book In Vitro. The first is called Bedtime Story, and I'll leave it to your imagination to figure out the situation that gave rise to this. It is written for my daughter. Bedtime Story. I can't recall exactly when it was you raised the question. We were reading bedtime stories still. The girls were all abuzz in your first grade. It made you hang your head. Dad, all boys have 2 things that swing between their legs, but girls have none at all. Not fair. I thought, already? This? I'd best come clean, not beat around the bush with you, ma chère. Wait here and let me fetch a picture book. This shows cross-section views. These what they say boys have? I guess so, yes. Now take a look at girls. Their seed pod, baby's passageway. A boy's things are like girls, just inside out. Oh, thanks for showing me what that's about. This next poem, the occasion for it, was the bicentennial celebration when my daughter and I went down to Washington, D.C. To see what we could see. The title of this poem is Spoken Like a True Woman. The Jefferson Memorial had touched me most in 1976, when bicentennial programs clutched in hand, we too, you in grade 6, eagerly trained down to D.C. to see well-mortared stones and bricks. Then, going home in high esprit, I asked you, what from all 5 days do you recall most vividly? You grinned at me, your eyes ablaze, and hesitated not an instant. 5 days of eating in cafes. And the third poem was occasioned by an opera at Bushnell Memorial Hall in Hartford, Connecticut. It's the reception afterward. And the title of this poem is Puccini, Caterer, Speaks for Angels. I cannot say I love Italian soaps. Despite great music or the voices heard, musicians playing pit meet all my hopes, but singer playing roles seem, well, absurd. The table groans beneath my red rib roast, blood gravy, Yorkshire pudding, and the spuds. The buffo moves the floor more than his host. His quips without his stage viz all are duds. Before the angels quaff their wine, few care, I have observed, for stage biz, lights, good lines, as much as for one's voice and eye to spare them queries as to their last will's assigns. There, watch that asker's angel arch one brow, excuse himself, and slip away. no ciao. Before I go, let me invite you to visit my website, jamiesonspoetry.com, because you'll find there an archive not only of these videos, but under each one of them the printed text that has been read. That way you will overcome the oddities of my pronunciation, and I hope that will give you a little more pleasure. So thank you again for coming, and I hope to see you next time.